Hello, guys, and welcome back. It's your boy Asian Goji. Uh, Virtually, that's now my new um, catchphrase, but I don't know what it is. But I hope eventually prepare because I'm gonna be reviewing something special, a Hammond collection. Ba-ba-da-ba. Hammond collection stegosaurus, right there. Ah, I did get it virtually, but virtually I did get it. Virtually it was available right now, and I didn't see a ham collection by source, so why not reviewing the ham collection stegosaurus, because well, it is available now, and I kind of see there's a ham collection stegimo log eventually, stegimo log, but virtually the Androdon, but I not gonna get that Atrodon because my goodness, it is ugly as hell. Anyways, I hope you like my review. Eventually, please sure to like and subscribe. And eventually comment what custom figures I'm making. And guess what it is eventually what I'm making right now. Oh, it is an restaurant Sevilla, but eventually what custom am I gonna uh make out of it eventually with with National Sevilla's color scheme? You'll have to guess it. Okay? Now let's get into the review right now. So as you can see, this is the six. Oh my goodness. This is the Stegosaurus virtually right here. Out of the box. I don't have the box anymore since virtually I threw it already. As you can see here, the focus virtually. You can see right here. Virtually, it looks amazing. It doesn't have articulated jaw, but I would rather have that over the maybe the Hammond collection stegosaurus, because what the hell is that? With that Hammond collection baby. Good thing I didn't get it because eventually it wasn't available now. But look at this eventually. I don't eventually have a problem with no articulation at the mouth, since virtually I don't want this custom virtually not custom. I don't want this figure have a like uh ugly jaw articulation, so virtually it makes sense why, because when maybe the Mattel uh employees and eventually Mattel themselves virtually see that the Hamilton baby source is awful with that articulation at the jaw. Good thing they didn't mention add that because my goodness, the whole body in proportion for the stegosaurus is perfect. Kind of. There's some problem, which I will get into that. But as you can see, the head sculpt looks pretty good. Virtually the eye is eventually like glass eye. Surprisingly, they eventually did uh, paint the pupil black outside of the glass eye. That is virtually very weird. Uh, that is very weird. It is eventually weird, but it is what it is, I guess. As you can see, the neck, there is some dry brushing at the browns, dry brushing of it, although you can't see it too well on this camera, but I assure you, there it is, like literally here. So yeah, virtually, we at the neck, dry brushing at the osteoderms. Yes, they are osteoderms. Spikes on the neck of it looks pretty good. They are very rubbery, literally rubbery, pretty good. And virtually, that's the detail looks pretty good. As you can see the full body of it. I'm glad that they didn't actually reuse the Heron collection, the mainline Stego. Makes sense why they eventually made a fully new figure, because the old Heron collection They reuse some assets from the mainline, since it obviously eventually know the T-Rex has the mainline champion T-Rex head. But this is what it should be like, and I really love it. I really love how the skin texture, the belly looks eventually, and it's not pebbly texture. It's like smooth skin. Love it. It looks pretty cool. It is hollow. It is hollow. You can see. You can hear it first. Yeah, it is eventually hollow, but it looks pretty dang awesome. The spikes, osteoderms, you can say. I virtually have dry brushing, rubbery as well. Virtually, the texture for it is pretty good. Dry brushing looks pretty awesome. It's virtually like a brush, dry brush that eventually looks pretty good. I'm surprised that eventually did this very well, almost very well. There's, but virtually the um the coloring for it looks very reminds me something like eventually those old dinosaur or toys that I eventually know those old dinosaur toys that are essentially high quality things like that with the paint of it reminds me of that. That's essentially pretty good. Virtually 3D paint looks pretty good. There is no underbelly paint, but who virtually there is, but it looks pretty good. Virtually not gonna lie. There is paint on the toes right here. Uh, Usually for herbivores, they eventually don't paint the toes of it. Like for the toes of the animal collection, like the Ankylosaurus from JP3, Triceratops, the awful animal collection Triceratops, like doesn't have those painted toenails. Here, they do. But virtually, you might digress. It looks pretty good. The details on the on the belly looks pretty good. Feels good eventually. There's some speckles eventually. Makes the machine match feel lifelike for the uh animal. This eventually stegosaurus. The details for this eventually feels good, literally. And the yeah, that it's actually pretty good. Tail, it's a it's kind of a color for this tail actually compared to the rest of the body for me at least. For me at least, but look at that. Look at that. That details and dry brushing. There the still rubbery right here. And the tagomizer. Virtually yeah, it's pretty good. Virtually I have some complaints for we have I heard some complaints about this figure, saying that it doesn't have articulated jaw, and actually they don't want to buy it for no reason. You have to see it in person first. Eventually, you have to see it. Other YouTubers review and how it feels like. Fortunately, everyone doesn't want to buy it for no reason. Literally, I don't know why. It's a pretty good figure. I just really love it. Good thing I have it in hand. Oh, lights. One thing that it bugs me, since it is hollow, is you can't actually, shine a light inside of the torso because eventually I don't have a powerful light for shining light inside of it. But I don't get into that. And yeah, that's it for the paint of it. It's pretty good. Now let's get into the articulation. Starting off with the head and neck, as can be side to side, it's on a ball joint, which the lot of articulation. virtually can look up really pretty good, and down pretty good, and some side to side virtually really is pretty good. And for this figure, for this specifically, I wonder how it's compared to the newest Beast of the Mesozoic figure is coming soon. The arms are swivel and hinge virtually. It's you can literally make it fly. I believe I can fly. Okay. They are stiff as well, so ooh, that's stiff. Oh my goodness. The other one doesn't. This one is very stiff for my copy. It's an issue for it, but like it is a very issue. God damn it! I'm gonna make it is eventually an issue. Maybe I will eventually be getting used to it. The knee, the ankles of it, it's pretty good. It's like that, and the toes, foot, high foot limbs, eventually good as well. Swivels all around, virtually like that. Pretty good. Relation. Now into the back legs, virtually pretty good spread of that, and some hinge and swivels and stuff. Feet are actually same thing with the other feet right there. It's actually like that, and the tail is on a ball joint, and you can actually not yet actually, but the tail is actually on a bendy wire. Not good bendy wire, but you can actually get a nice curvy pose out of it, like curvy pose out of it. Pretty good, articulation, mm, but you can get a dance of it, literally. Oh, we'll get into that later, but the yeah, it is a pretty good figure overall. One thing I really like about this figure is you can take off the tail on this thing. Actually, it's pretty good. And if you really want to put it on the box, you can pull the tail entry easily. Literally, for Hammond collection, makes sense. Mainline doesn't do that, so that's kind of cool about that. If you're a box guy, then you can actually pull it out eventually, so easily you put it on shelves like box. But I'm not a box guy. Box is when you can not good. Yeah. Now let's get into the complaints that I heard about with this guy. Literally. Once again, the complaint about it is the jaw articulation. I'm not that bothered, so I'm not gonna talk about that. The complaint about it is that it's hollow, but also it can shine light inside of the body. Actually, you had to see the other reviewers. Here's how it feels like. It's eventually kind of bothersome. It is a bother. It's eventually like literally bothers me. So it is a complaint that I have, and eventually can't stand a little bit. But tail is literally heavy, like low heavy, just like the Allosaurus, the hand collection Allosaurus. Oh, this one is literally a four-legged dinosaur. Sure, you can match balance when like doing like this, like this, using the tail for balancing. But also, you can balance it without the tail as well. Just you don't much need to do that. That's the but actual stegosaurus when she does that. That's it's pretty cool. They added that, but virtually it is a complaint for others having that. And one complaint that no one really talks about except for maybe Gary the Gremlin, YouTuber, actually of that, is that the spikes on the Thagomizer is disproportionate. Actually, literally, it should be long, short, long, short. Not much long, 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 short, short, like that. This is a bother, but it's not much. It is eventually kind of a complaint for it, but it's not that bother for me, although it kind of is. But at least the tail was really high up, not much really the same sort of giant Jurassic World. That's actually a good thing, actually. A good thing. Now, let's get into size comparison, shall we? Okay, why did I just did that? Here is a size comparison to a standard human figure and a Lego minifig. Here is it next to a Velociraptor figure or a toy. I eventually didn't say it, but eventually this figure, Stegosaurus figure, is a little bit much bigger than the original mainline toy, so that is a plus for me. Here's it compared to a Blockus toy figure for Spider-Man. I don't know what company it is. I forgot about it, but it looks pretty good for this figure. I never actually review it, but maybe I will. If you want it, comment down below. So I don't know. Here's it compared to his cousin, Godzilla Evolve, since when she has the Sagamizer, or Evolve Godzilla. Yeah, virtually I just said that because he has a Sagamizer. So yeah, both Sagamizer bros. Here is a compare to the Danger Tyrannosaurus Danger Pack set. It's actually not too big. It's kind of much a complaint for me because it should be a little bit more bigger. But it is what it is for this. Actually, previous reviews of it. And everyone wants to compare this Stegosaurus figure, like here's it compare to the Allosaurus. I actually make had a hunch since actually detail is actually back heavy. Same thing with the Stegosaurus. These are actually from Jurassic period. I'm actually I'm glad to have the these eventually right here. It's eventually a dream come true for me. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video, this review for this Hammond collection Stegosaurus. I hope you like this Hammond collection Stegosaurus because I really, really love this guy. It's not the best, but also it is very good. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think about this Hammond collection Stegosaurus. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.